Atma Namaste, dear soul crafters. Welcome to my exclusive podcast, Soul Crafting with Tanushri, Crafting Your Inner Awareness. Hi, I'm Tanushri Nair, your energy transformation and mindset specialist, and author of the book Bring Out That Red Lipstick and an Energy Worker. I'm also an ICF approved life coach. I am on a mission to enable 100,000 women to discover their innate feminine energy balance through my inner Shakti blueprint in 90 days. I'm thrilled to bring out this special Soul Sunday series episode of the podcast season 1, the Awakening series. As the old wise saying goes, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. This podcast is for all those people who are in the daily grind of life, who have forgotten to take a pause and smell the proverbial roses. For those who need a hand, learn self mastery of their thoughts, emotions, and inner self. I am learning too and would like to share this journey with all my fellow listeners. Together, we can go miles. The Soul Sunday series is a special curated guest speaker series. We invite inspiring guests who have successfully converted their adversities into opportunities and transformed themselves inside out to share with us their journey. Today is the first episode of Soul Sunday series, and I'm so thrilled and excited to introduce to you our first guest, Velu Jayaprakash, who is already in the studio right now. So, without wasting any more time, let's get chatting. Hello and a warm welcome, Velu sir, to our show, The Soul Crafting with Tanushri.
Hello, Dhanushri.
Hello. I'm so excited to have you here today and begin my Soul Sunday series with my mentor and guru. So, viewers and listeners, Velu Jayaprakash is the founder of the online knowledge sharing platform Swarnaprashana and Holistic Living and Parenting, that is an HLP group, which revives ancient wisdom and best practices for holistic living and general well-being. A soul coach now, Velu started focusing more on ancient texts, ancient medicines, its numerous and making this wisdom available to an online parent community, which goes by the name www.swarnaprashana.org. He is a product of Bits Pilani, has a rich corporate IT experience of 15 plus years, including starting his own startup. He is a multifaceted personality, and Velu is a traveler, a photographer, music lover, and avid reader at heart. He is blessed with a beautiful wife, Devika, and 2 amazing kids, and stays in Pondicherry. Today, his vast area of expertise includes knowledge of ancient Indian medicine such as Siddha, Ayurveda, Varma, which is an ancient touch therapy, medicines, and alternative healing. Conducts a lot of spiritual meditation, Gurukul workshops, both online and offline. Velu sir, we are waiting to hear from you about your transformational journey. Please do share with us, how did you come about doing this work?
Thank you, Dhanushri. Thank you. It's very nice to see the way it is growing, the way you're taking things online. I'm very excited to be part of this. All the best. And to answer you, so it started with, I would say it is not a planned one, unlike how we usually plan something and do in life. This is more like an accident to me, or maybe it was a nature's decision. So around like 8 years back, I think I was exceptionally growing in my career, and there was something in me that was telling me that this is not I was born for. I somehow felt I have not answered it, or I didn't want to waste my rest of my little bit of youth that is left in me going and just work for an office and end up being in retirement and think, okay, I should have been doing that at that age. So I took a deliberate break in 2012, and I was roaming with a lot of siddhas and enlightened people, learning and exploring. So during that phase, the community WhatsApp, what we are talking about, this knowledge sharing platform, what we do, we didn't know this will be today like this. So that time we wanted to just start with a small way of building immunity for the children. A small group, we connected few doctors and parents in a small WhatsApp. We wanted to share the knowledge, so they also help each other. And slowly that practice went into wellness discussion, and more people came through word of mouth. And it started evolving over years, and then we started sharing same knowledge with any ancient practices which has a scientific mindset or a common sense. See, all our ancestors for generations, they are doing something. Maybe we don't know the meaning today. We can't say that it's superstitious. Unless maybe it is relevant today, or it might be relevant today. So that is the idea, we started sharing it. And it looks like that area, people were curious to know why you do this. Why do I have to tonsure my head on 7th month? Why do I have to give milk for certain days? So there's a spiritual element we started adding, and the knowledge sharing became into a blog, from the WhatsApp to a blog, and from blog now we finally landed in social media, YouTube, where we are uploading the videos, and the private WhatsApp, Facebook. And a lot of, from sharing the knowledge, now we are teaching people. It has also become a collaborative platform where many entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, they make home remedies and they put it in the group. So people who don't have time can get it from the other parents. People who have knowledge, they can share it. So it is like a selfless, sustainable kind of community we have built it online. Today, I think when we started with 6 or 7 people, today we are like around 22,000. And the admin team itself is like more than 100 people who work like almost like a startup, like a software company. We have proper tools and we all talk on a daily basis. And I know you are also part of it. You were in the early stage of how we were forming. I think you would see the transformation from where we are at today. Maybe I would just say the inspiration of human life and the way how humans search for an answer, knowingly or unknowingly, that is what they do end up with. There is a constant search, and I'm glad that I was able to find my search, and I'm also happy to see many people's journeys are enabled in this platform. So I think life is an inspiration, that's all. I can't say one instance. I think everything is inspiring now. I hope I answered your question, not philosophical.
No, not at all. I think, Velu sir, I could relate to this a lot, because the thought about, the search, the thought that you shared with us about searching, that is true for me. And I think a lot of us, being in the corporate world, being in the kind of work that we have been doing, the kind of technological exposure we have got, still we are searching for that one thing within us, and that lies within us. But to identify that we want to search it is the beginning of that new transformational journey. And I think you could figure it out, you could reach it, and you are sharing it with a big audience today. And yes, I am very proud to be part of this journey. I have joined the community 4 years back, and I'm really proud of the journey that I have also taken along when Swarnaprashana was growing. And thanks to you, there are so many lifestyle changes, so many spiritual practices which we didn't know the exact deeper meaning of it, but today we can embrace it with completely as being our own Indian ancient wisdom, and not any Western philosophy or something which we blindly generally take it up. I'd like to know, since you spoke about the community, Velu sir, why don't you elaborate a little bit about what this community is? Where is this community?
As you know, we are a kind of like-minded people, connected, scattered around the globe. Primarily, we all connect through WhatsApp, because that is one of the easy tool. And WhatsApp has become a part of a family member in everybody's house now. So we started with that, and we have multiple groups, and we put all the people based on the research. And I know a meaningful discussion in a group can happen only between 70 to 100 or 120 people. Beyond that discussion cannot be tracked. And we learned this in a hard way of adding groups. So we have some double-digit number of groups here in WhatsApp. That's how we all connect. There are some parents who are dedicated moderators who take care of the group, and all these moderators have another super admin who will be in all groups. and then there is a set of dedicated parents who are into research of answers. So they do explore the answers, they verify with a lot of other doctors or healers or any spiritual people. Like we have a lot of parents inside us only who are doctors, allopathy doctors, Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, homeopathy, Bhakla. We have all the expertise inside. Plus we also have expertise from outside. So any query or anything when we discuss, these people will research, validate, and then come on. So that's why in our group, getting into the WhatsApp group only, they will have to fill a 7-page form. It's like a government form. People run away reading the form. But people who cross that line and come, they know that they are in for a very big thing. And probably, I think we are the only group which is so professional with welcome message. And somebody comes, now we are planning a video welcome message from admins to everyone. So it's primarily a WhatsApp group. It is where it is completely private and we all respect each other's. Nobody is judgmental there, and we make sure nobody is judgmental. And now we also have another area, private Facebook, where everybody can come, because WhatsApp is kind of committed group. You have to be active or you have to respond to us once in a while. And there's a limitation. I can't keep adding thousands of people to WhatsApp. All that means that parents will waste their time being an admin. So we have Facebook for people who want light readers. They don't want to take intensively into lifestyle changes or anything. We have kept it for Facebook. We started 1 year back. We're very small. And for people who don't have time to interact, at least for knowledge, we want to make sure we pass it on. Now, last 2 months back, we started YouTube channel aggressively. Really small snippet of knowledge. Small things. What can you do in office to be mindful? Or why you should not comb your hair in the evening. What is the meaning behind it? Or what happens to the soul when they die in suicides? All kind of from exoteric question to all the way till scientific. So these are 3 platforms. Basically, WhatsApp is where we are completely connected, and Facebook is more like public plus our community members will be there. People might not share openly about in Facebook, like they do in WhatsApp. And YouTube is for people who come and they seek knowledge and they go. These are 3 areas we are working. But down the line, we are thinking of integrating and coming with our own dedicated app. I don't know which direction nature is taking us, but right now, this is where we stand. I hope that answers your question.
And you mentioned that the community is completely run by volunteering. So parents who are taken up this as their own community.
Yeah, today it's more like a family.
That's awesome.
So Tanush, we are like almost family. When we come to Bangalore, we catch up, and it is like it's a bond that we all build. So all the community inside it. The first year will be a shocker for them with bombarding messages, so many awakening things. But then everybody is more like connected like a family member. So how do I say? They all know. So it's kind of for all the admins and everybody. We all know that the volunteer itself is the word that we use to tell outside. Yeah. Otherwise, it is a family work. People just pick it up themselves. They do. Okay, I'll take care of the content. You don't worry. The set of parents who say we will take care of moderator work. There's a YouTube team. They say no, we will take care of the tagging. It just evolves. It's not like me telling that we don't say you pick up this and do it. Very rare we say, but usually we ask people who want to come and join us. First thing I usually ask them is, what is that you enjoy doing? We have 1,000 work to do, but what is that you love to do? They'll say, I like painting, I like talking to people. Based on that only, we will see what can be done, because it is easy for people to do what they enjoy. That they don't need any motivational factor. We force something on them. No, after some time they might say it is boring. That's why we never felt like volunteering. But almost I would say like 100 to 200 people are there and working. And like 100 will be passive members and 100 will be very active. On daily basis, there is something happening. The beauty is we cover all around the clock, from Australia, UK, Europe, and Middle East. Yeah. So now we are 360-degree or 24/7 active community.
Awesome. And more power to you, Velu sir, because I think that is a need of this time currently. The next question I'd like to ask you is, what are these ancient practices, or what is this ancient wisdom? Where did you start reading about it or understanding more about it?
I think nobody asked me this question for quite a while. You were the first person to ask. And this is the first question everybody should ask anyway. This started at, I would say, I think almost 9 years back, and we were in a gated community. So we were talking about ancient general stuff. That is even before forming the group, and a few bunch of friends were talking. And they had some body issues like fatigue in the morning, body pain. And their family had some issues, and we were sitting in the pool and we were talking. And told them, today is Saturday. I would just tell you, take this gingerly oil, apply it completely, wait for 40 minutes under the sun, take bath, don't sleep that day. And they practiced it, and after like 2-3 days, they were like coming back to me and said, wow, almost like all my health issue which I've been holding it for 9 months, or the heat issues my body was doing, I think this is gone. This is a miracle. I said, maybe for you it is a miracle. He was a North Indian. And I said, Swar, in the South, we always do oil bath every Saturday. It is we don't know the meaning why it is, but we were doing it. My grandmother was forcing us to do. We used to hate it. But now, many of the diseases, it happens when you release the toxins and the excessive heat outside, as per Ayurveda. And these are osmotic pressure points, and all these areas through ice, through which your excessive body heat can be released. And only on a Saturday or certain day, this happens. And any other day, it doesn't work. On a Sunday, it works opposite. So that was fascinating, and that was a starting point. I said, wow, then there should be meaning for everything what they have said. So that is how we explored, and few things I learned it from other teachers, roaming around with many Siddha doctors and natural healers, traditional healers when I meet them. Certain things are intuitive. I felt it sometimes, and I was able to validate it in some scientific documents. So it is a collection of knowledge.
So, Velu sir, then we have heard about Ayurveda system, we have heard about homeopathy, or these alternative medicine practices. What is Siddha system about? You mentioned that you also have learned a lot of ancient texts on Siddha and have met Siddhas. Can you elaborate a little bit on it?
Yeah. I think Ayurveda, thanks to the modern people now, everybody knows Ayurveda and yoga has been popularized, but Siddha is a very ancient form of medical system from the south, and in fact, some Siddha people, they even claim that Ayurveda is part of it. It's like a branch offshoot of Siddha, which is specialized into other things. Siddha belongs to the south, mostly they say that it starts from the Lemurian continent, submerged land of, they call it as the land of Atlantis or Lemuria or Kumari Gandam, we say. It is before even those biblical flood only, this knowledge was there, and they had answers for many things. And they have even classified around 4,448 diseases that would mankind, human being, animals, spirits would get, and they have given remedies for it. So in a very different form. And the difference between Ayurveda and Siddha is, why Ayurveda become famous is because of the Sanskrit penetration in Western country, whereas Siddha is mostly into Tamil. It's a very ancient Tamil. Even normal Tamil people who can't read and understand, these are very mystical writings they have made a note of it. And moreover, Ayurveda is on the herbal side of it, because it's all formed by Charaka and Sushruta and all the people under the bank of all these rivers. Whereas in the south, we don't have much of perennial river. So they had to borrow, they don't have a herb, they started borrowing minerals like iron, calcium and all. They were taking it, they borrowed it from animals' body. So there's kind of very advanced system. They have, my search of exploring about wellness ended in Siddha. Pretty much they covered everything, but maybe they don't have that facility today to do it, but they have, like when dengue was getting viral in India, Nilavembu Kashayam actually worked magic and it helped many people. And now with COVID, Kabasura, Kudini and Nilavembu, these are the two things people are making it. And in our community only, many people took as a precaution. People who are positive, they were replying back in 3 days, my body is recovered, I feel so happy. So it is kind of similar to Ayurveda, but it's even a lot more complex, and They use basmas, which is very unique. Gold basma, silver, copper, all these things. And they also have a unique concept called a super salt, which is not there in any system. It's kind of a muppu, they call it. It has extraordinary medicinal properties on it. So I would say Siddha is just now starting to get popularized because of the Tamil community. They are traveling abroad. Singapore, Malaysia, and some part of US, they are now taking it seriously. It is like an Ayurveda with lot more features, or think it like that. But there's nothing degrading. This is best or that is best. Each is having its own way of healing people, and this is I would say, this is a gift of South India to the mankind, I would say.
Awesome. And Velu sir, like you mentioned that these are also one of the traditional alternative healing methodologies that we have in India, but kind of a little lost for some time and now regaining. What are your thoughts about alternating healing systems? Currently, given the condition that COVID has hit the whole world, we are challenged with our immunities now. And I think it cannot be like an overnight thing that you can recharge your immunity and become strong. It has to come from some lifestyle changes, or basically from doing it every day, that we can avoid a situation like this today. But what are your thoughts about alternative healing systems? There are a lot of healing systems, like energy healing systems are there. There is Reiki, pranic healing, and there is a lot of flower essence. You practice Bach flower essence therapy. How do you find these kind of alternative healing therapies in line with our Western medical systems that we are having?
So basically, when you want to, when we look at healing method, I would say healing than medicine. Healing method has to be holistic. At some point of time in mankind, they were undergoing some pain. So necessity is the mother of invention. So when there was some disease, a method was born which worked for them, and that knowledge went to the next generation. So like if you see all the stream of healing and medicine, that is how, based on the evolution, based on the survival, based on the need, necessity, they started coming. The problem here now, what we are doing is, we are narrowing our vision and focusing only on certain things. Like we are talking about, say, it's an English medicine. We focus only on that English medicine. We are not focusing on other options. It is important to keep our visions wide and take a holistic approach in health. So, for emergency, if there is anything emergency, there is nothing best than a modern English medicine. Allopathy is the best. Accidents or anything quick, surgery has to be done, or complicated fracture, these are the best things. But if there is any other disease, there are a lot of traditional remedies are available. And Ayurveda has amazing cure for regeneration, or Siddha has amazing cure for viral or chronic related cases of cancer kind of things. Or when it comes to emotion and psychology or any spiritual level, you have Reiki, pranic healing, Bach flower place, amazing with the emotional related diseases. So we just have to take a holistic approach. We just need to see what is good at what. It's not that we select it. Now today what we are doing here is, you are going to a specific shop and trying to make a decision on that particular shop's menu. If you are hunger and you have a need, you want a dessert, there is a dessert shop. You want a juice, there is a juice shop. You can buy from all these places and eat. Nothing's going wrong. Problem is, we go to a juice shop and we figure it out, okay, this juice you provide, what other additional food you can have, I'll buy it from you. That is how it looks like today. We need to take a holistic approach. We have to have, in those days, when we were child, we always had the traditional doctor. That's a family doctor. One guy is allopathy doctor, another guy would be that country doctor. He will be in the village. So the family would take you any of these two people, and they both were friends. If mostly they'll go to the village guy and he will say, I think this is serious. You take him to that, he will admit in hospital. They know the whole history of your family. They don't need any medical record. Today, it is all with the rating and online. They go to Google and search, whoever is given rating, they go to them. It is kind of fabricated. That is one part. The second part is coming with this lockdown and other things. Prevention is better than cure. But how do we prevent? The knowledge of clear prevention is still vague to me. They say wear mask, they don't say wear mask. I'm checking WHO site every 3 weeks, they keep changing it. So I'm not sure what to do, but prevention, one way we can do is, one is you are trying to figure out a medicine. The scientists and doctors, all big people are doing that. Let them do that work. We are not scientists here. But we have some preventives with this. What the ancients said, Kabasara Gudina, all these things we can follow. Take preventive medicines. The best thing is to raise your immunity. Focus on building your immunity to a higher level so that any virus, not just COVID or anything, whichever comes, your body knows to defend it. So rather than finding a medicine, increasing our body's strength, it needs some time. And for increasing that immunity, your body has to be trained. So for training that, you will have to slowly start switching to a healthy lifestyle and slowly inculcating that as a part of the life. So then when these things come, your body you will not even bother. You will just stamp it and cross and you will continue your journey. And this is, I'm telling from the experience, because in our community itself, we see like thousands of people who do it and how they feel today and how they were before. Simple lifestyle changes would actually do a huge change in life. So I would say we should focus on building the immunity than searching or waiting for the medicine. Because then tomorrow something new will come and again you will have to wait for the medicine. Whereas if you increase immunity, whatever comes, your body knows how to react. So that is the ideal way, is my perspective.
That's a very good point you brought up, Velu sir, that your body knows how to defend you, defend from external disturbances. So our body has this innate capability of self-healing itself.
They used to say, that research, I don't remember, they say 70 to 80% of the disease, anything our body generates, your body will automatically recover. You take medicine or not, or do anything, doing nothing, only your body will recover. It is the 20% where there is a disharmony, that is where you need the medical assistance. But it is shocking for me. That's what the research is. Almost most of the disease, if it comes, let it come, just live with it. It will automatically, your body will figure out the way to find it out, and then it will come out. You might have noticed for the cold and cough, it comes and it goes. We just have to take maybe prevention like steaming, or automatically it goes off, or fever next 3 days. But if it goes beyond our control, that is what it happens. The basic idea here is our soul has a purpose, our soul has a need, and that is why we have taken this body, and it knows very clearly what it wants. The problem is with this current lifetime knowledge and education and preconceived notion and a borrowed knowledge we put it in our head. Plus media is injecting subconsciously into our mind of various things. We forget the purpose and we do opposite to our body. So soul need is different. Our body is reacting in a different way. So what happens is there is an inner disturbance happening inside the body and the soul. And due to that conflict of argument, the hormones and tissues started growing irregularly, which will develop into a disease later point of time. If you are in sync with yourself, automatically those things will not happen. So that is what wellness is all about. Lifestyle changes and all these things are basic things that will put you back into your soul journey. It will be like kind of spiritual, but I don't want to touch that area. But I'm telling you, end of the day, your heart will tell you clearly whether you're okay or not. That's what when people ask me, what do I do if I get COVID? I said, fear is most dangerous than the virus.
True.
Because if you are in fear, your liver will not work, and you are facilitating the virus to grow. If you believe in yourself and you strongly believe in your intuition, then your immunity level will be a lot more stronger. It is a interesting thing people should notice.
Absolutely agree with you, Velu sir, because here you're emphasizing more on listen to your body. Your body says it all. From top to toe, there are different signs and symptoms that your body shows, and if we are not aware, I think that's where our self-awareness needs to be improved. For immunity to increase, we also have to be highly self-aware, and that could be the first step for all of us to start on this transformational journey. It was awesome talking with you, Velu sir, with so much knowledge, and I think I should have one more part of this podcast series with you. But I would like you to share your favorite quote that inspires you or motivates you. Please share it with our listeners and viewers.
There's a lot of things, but I usually like this line. It's a movie, not a book quote. It's a movie called the Matrix Trilogy, the first one, where human beings are kept under the simulation of Maya compared to today's world, and they wake up from that machine and they see. So the guy who wakes up from the Maya and he comes out of computer and he realizes, and his mentor who will be there, Morpheus, and he will say this is not real, and he will say, well, define real. So that is question that triggered me when I saw the movie. What is real? Real or nothing but whatever we sense through our senses, we believe is real. So even when I'm sleeping also, this can be induced through modern apparatus. I can create simulation. VR is there today. All things can 3D printer, all these things. We can simulate. So that is real or this is real? Real. To define real is you have to come out of the illusion. And that is my very inspirational movie and that quote. And that's my favorite thing.
So my viewers and listeners, please do go back to the same movie and try to find the hidden meaning out of that.
That will definitely give you a lot of insights about life and philosophy. I'm sure you will not stop it at once. You will at least watch it. I watch it like N number. I lost my count.
It's one of my favorites.
Whenever I go and just watch it. Yeah.
So Velu sir, from your vast knowledge bank, would you like to share any tip or a small technique with our followers so that they can blend it in their daily routine to start with?
Yeah, sure. Only one thing I can ask people to, very simple thing I can tell you is eat when you feel hunger. Okay? And when you eat it as slow as possible. Try to munch as much as possible, mix your saliva and drink it. If you are eating fast 10 rotis, I would say eat 2 rotis for 15 minutes. Bit by bit you take and taste it, close your eyes, observe it, smell it. With all the sense, think like this is the last roti you're going to eat for life. Then after that you're not going to be alive. If you do that, even if you eat poison also, it will get digested by your body. And you will have a very different feeling next day. Please try it once. Take it very slowly, bit by bit, and completely immerse yourself into the food. Smell the food, look at the food and taste it, feel the food, keep it in your mouth, taste it with your tongue. Make it as a liquid in your mouth and drink it. If you can follow this alone for one day, your next day your body and your mind will give you an answer. How big difference it can bring in you. Please try it. And there is like bag full of tricks we have. Tanushri knows. If we open our box, there is like hundreds of methods we can talk, but this is a very small thing, and teach it to your children in the starting only. When you follow, your children also will follow. You don't have to teach them. When they see you eating slowly, observing and enjoying, they will also follow. So it's the biggest gift you are gifting them, and do try it. That's a small tip I would share today.
That's very interesting. Really. And Velu sir, would you like to give a message to our viewers and listeners about the work that you have been doing, or in a spiritual line of thought?
We are more like a knowledge sharing platform, and the knowledge is not created by one person. It is a teamwork. Whatever I have shared so far is the team knowledge. I have learned from everyone, including Tanushri. I have learned a lot from her. She's an amazing pranic healer, by the way. I don't know whether she has told it outside or not. You all should definitely consider her. But it's a knowledge sharing. The point is, we all have come in this world to do something. Make our life meaningful. Just make it meaningful. Don't end up working, paying your EMI and handing off all your assets to the next generation and leave them unguided. That is what the cycle we all look for, and don't have fear with the work. If there is no work, there are a lot of ways nature will fulfill you. I am telling it from my experience, and I know. Because that is the fear people drive for next 30 years. Commitment. Forget it. There are a lot of other ways. End of the day, we all are living in this world to live happily with peace. Just end of the day, you should feel happy about every moment you have. There are 1,000 reasons to worry, but end of the day, you are alive and you are standing there. That itself is kind of a happiness. So whatever brings happiness to you, please focus on that. And the rest of the things would definitely follow in life. And that's what I would like to share with everyone.
Yes, it's an important point. Be satisfied in the now rather than waiting for the future, and just leave the past behind. I have
Yes.
been part of your community and I have had exceptional experiences with all the people in the community, the kind of knowledge sharing, the kind of the bonding that everyone has. And I'm sure a lot of our followers would like to join the community. Please share about your community coordinates online and how can we join it.
Yeah, you can. We are just rebranding. First, we were called as Swarnaprashana. That's one small Ayurvedic practice we wanted to teach knowledge, but now we have gone beyond it. Now we are calling it as HLP.world. It's holistic living and parenting.world. But I'll share the. But you can check if you want to join our WhatsApp or Facebook. You can come to www.swarnaprashana.org. So that is the where you can come and join our WhatsApp, and there itself you will find Facebook link. I think Tanushri will put it in the description.
I'll be
Here
putting up the
you are all are welcome to join, and we are eager to learn from you all.
That's awesome. I'll definitely be sharing all the details of the community on WhatsApp, how you can join the WhatsApp community and how you can join the Facebook community. Thank you so much, Velu sir, for taking out time from your busy schedule and joining for the show. Every
Thank you.
interaction.
Yeah, I have to thank you first, and the transformation I'm seeing in you in last 3-4 years is phenomenal. I sincerely pray that you should take this to even more heights, identify more people, and I'm sure you're building an amazing platform around you. And I'm sure this is going to be very inspirational to a lot of people. And do continue your work. I'm very happy to be part of it. And hopefully we will connect back again with even more bigger space. All the best.
Sure. Thanks a lot. Your blessings means a lot.
Thank you.
Every interaction with you has always been very enriching. And I'm sure even our listeners have found a lot of value through your heartful sharing today. Dear listeners and viewers, today we come to right now we come to an end to our episode today, the Sunday Soul series with Velu Jayaprakash. You can head over to my website www.tanushrinair.com to subscribe to my newsletter or connect with me on my Facebook page, Tanushri Nair. I'm there on Instagram as Soulful Living with Tanushri. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Soul Crafting with Tanushri, by pressing the bell icon. The links along with Velu sir's community links are all available in the description. Thank you again for joining me on today's episode. And until we meet again, stay safe, stay inspired. You're all loved. Peace, love, and light. Your host, Tanushri, signing off.